It's time to talk about the Friday games of round 6 of Super Rugby. This weekend we will see the Sunwolves versus the Brumbies, the Crusaders and the Reds, and the Waratahs versus the Chiefs on this Friday. Which one of those three are your favorite one? The one that you think is going to be the biggest one to watch? If I just look at it, it looks like one-sided affairs, but there's always the chance of some team just stepping up their game a little bit. In the first game, we have the Sunwolves versus the Brumbies. As everyone knows by now, the game has been relocated to Wollongong, something like that. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's in Australia, so it's a little bit closer to actually being a Brumbies home game than a Sunwolves home game. They are calling it a double header, with the Sunwolves Brumbies game being played there, and then the Waratahs Chiefs game being played there as well. But I don't know, if I was there and I had to sit out for 3 hours between the two games, I would probably not stick around. But this venue is basically like a neutral-ish zone. The Sunwolves season so far, 1 out of 4. They have been blown out 3 times so far. The Brumbies 3 out of 4, and that's including a win over the Chiefs on the road just before their bye weekend last weekend. So they have good form and they went into their bye in good form. History, these two teams have played 5 games and all 5 have went to the Brumbies. A closer look at the teams. The Brumbies have made 3 changes to their starting side. Tony Pulu joins Kata and Banks in the back 3, which is a very exciting back 3. All 3 are kind of their own type of player. None of them are really similar. Lenorgan, he comes in at scrum half with a very exciting Lolesio, who's been good this year. He's been great so far, actually. He's probably going to be a Wallaby one of these days. And then Scott Sio is back at the prop, replacing the veteran Slipper. As we have grown used to it, the Sunwolves have fielded basically a completely different side once again. The only constant thing in that team is Jake Schatz as the captain. That's the only thing that's constant, the rest always changes. Page and April, they are back as the halfback pairing. This combo is a combo that actually beat the Rebels in the first weekend, but I don't know, they just haven't done anything since then. Tio, he is also back at inside centre. Fifita, he moves to outside centre. He's very exciting on the wing, a very big winger as well, so I wanted him to be a little bit closer to the action. And also, they have a whole new front row. Both teams have also made a lot of changes to the bench. The Brumbies have an exciting bench with Slipper, Cusack, Powell, Wright, and they are all impact players for that side. The Brumbies is the stronger team, and they are in good form, so I don't see a reason why they will win by less than 24 points. Next up, it is the New Zealand Conference leaders, the Crusaders versus the Reds. Well, I say the Crusaders are the leaders, but it is just... There are 4 out of the 5 New Zealand teams so far that have 3 wins in this competition so far. The Crusaders have won 3 out of their 4 games they have played. One being a 10-point loss to the Chiefs, but that is long gone by now. They have had 2 weekends, a good win since then, and a bye, so that's long gone. The Reds, they are 3rd in their conference in Australia. They are one of 3 teams in Australia that have only got 1 win so far. The Reds' win, that is against the Sunwolves, a very big win, but that's 1 from 5 games, so not a good season for them. The history between these sides, the Reds haven't beaten the Crusaders at home since 1999. And the last time the Reds beat the Crusaders is back in 2011. So yeah, not looking favourable on the history front for the Reds. If we have a closer look at the teams, the Crusaders made a few changes with Havili being rested with a little bit of a niggle. Bridge going to 15. I don't think I have seen Bridge play at 15. He's very quick, he's a very good winger. I don't know how he kicks though. I haven't seen him kick much, but hey, he's a very attacking fullback then. Goodhue, he moves to 13 with Eno taking the first of his All Blacks rest weeks. And then a big centre coming in. McLeod is at inside centre. Big Fainga Anuku, he comes in at the winger. He is a big man. He can run over anyone. If I did say that surname right, please let me know. That would be awesome. I've been working on it. Big news for the Crusaders. Captain Scott Barrett is back in the side. He just changes everything up. He racks up the running meters. He's good in the air. But Cullen Grace is very good in the air though. And for some reason, he just gets a try every now and then. If you do play fantasy teams, fantasy rugby, the Superbru links are down below. The one change the Reds wouldn't have wanted to make this weekend has been made. James O'Connor, he is injured this weekend, so the informed 10 in probably the whole competition actually is now out for this weekend. So he's out, and Isaac Lucas is in. They also changed their halfback with Malalua coming in for McDermott, who's also been great, probably one of the best scrum halves as well. Rodda is also out with a niggle, so Salakaya Lotto is in. The loose forward battle between these teams, I think, is going to be a big one. All 6 of them are very good quality loose forwards. The Reds, they have Scott Young, Wright and Wilson, where the Crusaders, they have Grace, Christie and Sanders. Grace, I'm telling you, this guy is going to be a star. He is an amazing player. He's very good in the air at line-out time as well. Tackles all the time. He 20 plus every weekend. The scrum battle is also going to be a big one, but at the end of the day, I think the Crusaders backline just looks so much stronger than the Reds one. So I think the Crusaders will win this one by 19 points. The last one for Friday is the Waratahs versus the Chiefs. The Waratahs, another Australian team with only 1 win under their belt, 1 from 4, and that was against the Lions last weekend. So are they on the up, or was that just kind of hitting a team on their first weekend of traveling? I don't know. Well, this weekend they do face an angry Chiefs side who lost to the Brumbies at home and then went into a bye weekend after that. So they've been brooding over this one. They can be angry at this moment. History, 6 out of the last 10 is for the Waratahs in this one. The Chiefs won in 2018 and 2017, but when the Waratahs are at home, the Chiefs haven't beaten them since 2007. But this isn't Sydney anymore. This is Wollongong, whatever that is, or whoever that is, or I'm not sure anyway, so just let me know about that as well. The Chiefs made a lot of changes to their side, the biggest one being Damian McKenzie being on his All Blacks resting week. He joins a lot of All Blacks as well, out for the Chiefs. The others are injured though. 4 other guys being injured for the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a whole new backline with Alemalo, Stevenson and Wainui being a very dangerous back 3. The centers, ALB and Manu, and then scrum half Weber joins Cruden back at the scrum half position, and I think Weber is definitely the best scrum half in that side. Another change for the Chiefs, the fantasy point maker is Boshier. He's also in the mix, and in the Canadian, Ardron is back at the lock. For the Waratahs, they suffered a couple of big injuries with their captain Simmons being out, so Beale takes over the captaincy rankings, and this is his first time being captain of the side after 147 caps in Super Rugby. I think it's a little bit less than that for the Waratahs. I think it's 131 or something like that. But yeah, still. Then Macaulay, he is in at lock to replace Simmons. Short, he is in for the injured Gordon at scrum half. And then Ram also in at number 14, coming in for Nawakwa Nitawase. I think I'm saying that right as well. Who is injured again. I can't believe this guy is young. He's an exciting talent, but he looks like he's going to have a career of injuries, or at least for now, because every second week it's something else. Both benches are okay, no world beaters in there. For the Chiefs, they have been in the better form than the Waratahs, who have been lacking on attack. With a new scrum half and a new captain for the Waratahs, that might have disrupted them a little bit. Even though the Chiefs have changed a lot, they have done it previously in the season as well. So I think the Chiefs can handle changes like that. I think the Chiefs could win comfortably by 17 points. Guys, let me know your predictions for this game down in the comments below. Let me know who do you think is going to win in each of these games. If you want to check out any of these other videos popping up next to me, please feel free to do so. Then also hit the subscribe button if you do like the channel. Cheers.